Hey guys, welcome or welcome back to Adia Crochets. My name is Adia and I am the owner and operator of Adia Crochets LLC. And in today's video, we will be going over my works in progress and just a little bit of a life update. But please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and let's hop right into the video. So let's discuss the elephant in the room. I've been gone for a couple of months. I changed jobs, so I have a whole new schedule situation I'm just now getting comfortable with, which is why I'm filming this video today. But I am back. I'm back. Hopefully, I am gonna do like more shorts and stuff to kind of fill you guys in on like what's happening into my day today, even when I'm gone for spans of time. Hopefully, that's not gonna happen anymore after I post this video. But I thought today would be really cool to show you guys everything I've been working on. This video is going to be knit heavy, I believe. I do have some crochet things that I'm working on, but most likely this video is going to be knit heavy. So if this is not your thing, I will be posting another video soon that is going to be more crochet focused. But yeah, without further ado, let's talk about my works in progress. I'm going to actually start off with a crochet thing that I'm working on. So I've been needing a tote bag in my life. Like I just really been needing one. And I found this crochet pattern on YouTube, and it's just for a simple tote with like a front pocket. So I'm working on it here. This is the body of it. It's not finished. I still have maybe like 20 rows left on it to get it to be the length that I want. But I chose this beautiful green color because I bought this initially for a t-shirt that I was making. It's cotton, and I think it's the peach and cream cotton. If you know anything about peaches and cream, this is not something you really want to wear on your skin because to me it's just too hard and stiff. But the colors are beautiful. Like this shade of green is gorgeous and I love it. It's actually flipped inside out, so let me show you what it would actually look like. I work from the inside out with this particular pattern because I just feel like it makes it easier. But this is what it actually looks like. So yeah, it's working out pretty good. I'm still on my first ball of yarn. I feel like I'm only going to use probably two. I think this project called for 150 grams of yarn, something like that. So yeah, first one out of the way. And then I'm working on a lot of knit projects. I'm so excited. On my last short that I posted, I believe I posted this yellow sweater that I'm working on. Um, I believe so. But let me show you what I have so far. So this is a knit sweater. If anyone knows who Amazing-ish Grace is, this is her brushed mohair sweater that she made. I'm not making it in mohair because I wanted something a little bit more substantial. But this is what I have so far. So I just finished the right front panel. So it'll sit here. It's got a nice little neckline. And then I'm working on the left front panel. And it's a little bit, I don't know what the length's going to be like, honestly. Having bigger boobs just really throws off everything. I'm blessed. I'm happy with it, but it throws off everything when it comes to making, clothing the right length that you want because you have to adjust for your bust. So hopefully this is long enough. I think it will be. I did make it out of acrylic yarn and I know it's so stretchy. So I think I'll be able to steam stretch it or steam block it to the length that I want. So I'm really not worried about it. And I do have the back worked up too. Because with her pattern, you work in the round and then you cast off the back, or not cast off the back. You put the back on hold and do the front panel. And so that's what I have. So this is pretty much the back. After I finish the two front sleeves or shoulders, and then we go to the back, work up the back, sew those together, and then the sleeves, and this is done. So this will probably be my first finished project of 2026. I believe this will be my first one. So super excited about that. Love working on it. I work on it a ton. I do need to add yarn, so I haven't done that just yet. I have to add yarn because I just ran into my second factory knot. So we're doing pretty good. I do have a factory knot in here somewhere that I am probably going to go back and reinforce over it because I'm scared that it's going to come loose. But it was like one of those, it was really melted together. So I really felt like it's gonna stay. But for safety, because I do not want to lose that sweater, I'm going to uh probably just sew over it to make sure it's nice and taut. Excuse me, guys. I am getting over illness, so if my voice sounds weird, that's why. But job change. So I am now an elementary teacher. I work with really young children, and so you can imagine that I'm sick all the time, and it is correct. I'm taking precautions. I'm taking like medicine, my vitamins, all that good stuff, but I'm still kind of ill, like more than I would like to be. But it just comes with the nature of the job, so I'm not really like mad about it per se. Kids are kids. They're kind of gross. You know, it is what it is. But yeah, so that's that project. Now I'm working on yet another knit project because I cannot stop casting things on. I am obsessed with knitting, and I knew I would be once I learned. That's why I was so excited to get started. All of these projects that I'm making right now are acrylic yarn, and I have a reason for that. Because I'm so new at knitting, I don't want to use super quality yarns just yet because I just don't want to waste any yarn, really. And while I'm working on like brand new techniques and things like that, I want to be just sure that I'm not going to make a ton of mistakes. So that's why I am working with acrylic yarn right now. I don't love acrylic yarn, but it is more accessible to the world. And, you know, not everybody has a ton of money to spend on, you know, cashmere or the alpacas. You know, all of that stuff can be very expensive. So I am working with affordable yarns right now. This is I think it's a Karen pound yarn from Michaels. That yellow one was also the same one. I think it was in, I don't know the shade of it, but it's like the yellow pound yarn. I think there's only one shade of yellow. So if you see that, that's what this is. And then this is my first cardigan. I have casted on my first cardigan. Super excited about that. I'm in my very last rows of increases for the front and back panel, I believe. The sleeves are exactly what they need to be, so I don't have to increase anymore on those, but I am still increasing for the front and back panel. So this is what it looks like. So obviously this is the middle. So we have, I probably just hit the mic. Sorry guys. So we have the front right or front left if you guys are looking, and then the front right or left, but it's the front left for me. And then you have your shoulder, and then turn it around to the back panel. So I'm working this right now. I am obsessed with this pattern. This, I feel like I have been working it a lot less time than the sweater, but they're really about what and what, honestly. Maybe a little bit more on the sweater, but once I hit the round on this, I know for a fact I am going to blaze through it. But this is a pattern by Ashley Lyles here on YouTube. Love her so much. And I love her so much because with all this knitting I've been doing, I actually finished my first ever sweater. And it was an Ashley Lyles project. So big kudos to her. I'm going to show you guys the sweater in just a second. I'm probably going to put pictures on it because I don't want to wear it right now. I am so out of the winter phase. Like, bring me spring, bring me summer. I am over the winter. I have been over the winter, which is why I have such a summery outfit on. I'm just trying to trick my brain into thinking that we're past winter. And we really are in Louisiana, I think. Like, it's 80 degrees outside right now. This is not winter weather. So hopefully it stays. The trees look like they're coming back alive. So I feel like we're going into spring, and I'd be really happy if we are. But without further ado, let me grab the sweater. It took me about 2 months to make this sweater. About 2 months, I think. So it worked up really, really quickly for like a beginner. And I am a beginner. I was an infant when I made this sweater. But it came out so good. I'm so proud of it. And I got lots of wear out of it. But here it is. It is a chunky, oversized sweater. It's a bit more cropped than I would like it to be. But again, I didn't know that you had to do some extra rows to cover the girls. So mine sits like right, I think at belly button, or maybe right, I think, yeah, right at my belly button. I prefer it to sit at my natural hip, which is a little bit lower than that, maybe like 3 inches lower. So it's not that far off what I want in a sweater, but it is not exactly what I want. But it is super cute. I will post either a video or a picture of me wearing it so you can see like how it actually hits my body. But yeah, this is the sweater in all her glory. I'm obsessed. It does have a little bit of neck detailing here. That hole is from my hanger, but you can't see it when it's on, so I don't care. But it has a little bit of cute neck detailing. I think it's some Make One Rights and slip knits to make like the shaping a bit around the neck. But yeah, here she is in all her glory. And then this is the back of it. It needs to be shaved because this is an acrylic blend. So if you see like little balls of fuzz, I usually shave that off before I wear it. And I didn't shave it from the last time I wore it, so that's probably why it looks like that. But again, it is a acrylic wool blend. This is the Wool Ease by Lions brand. But I'm super obsessed with it. I wore it so much for the 3 weeks that we had cold weather in Louisiana. I wore this sweater out and I was not cold. The wool held up. I always wear like a thin like tank top underneath, anything that I wear. So I did have a thin tank top under here. I did not need it. I was like boiling because it didn't stay cold all day long. So I was boiling in this sweater, especially trying to teach in this. Absolutely not. I was literally on fire. So would recommend the yarn. It's pretty good. If you don't mind the pilling and the fact that you will have to shave it, it's not that big a deal. But if not, don't get the Lions brand yarn. Like I said, it was easy for me to work with, so I don't hate it. But this is what the cuffs look like. I'm so proud of the cuff. That looks so good to me. It's not the best ribbing, I will say. I'm still working on my ribbing technique. That cuff is better than this one over here, or maybe vice versa. One of these looks a little bit tighter, and I prefer the tighter look. I think it was the other one that looked tighter. Or maybe, no, this is the one that looks tighter. I prefer that look to this one, the first one I made. But still cute. As you can see, I have not weaved in all my ends, and I don't think I will because it doesn't bother me. It really doesn't. They stay in. It's really just the ends in the sleeve. There's no ends anywhere else, so I don't mind. I'm gonna leave it. But yeah, this is technically my first finished project of 2026, but because I started it in 2025, I'm gonna say it's my last project of 2025. But I did finish this January, I think New Year's Day. I finished this. So yeah, super cute. Love her. And this is a free, or it was free at the time. It's a free tutorial on YouTube that you can make it off of. You just have to make up your own measurements. But I believe there is a pattern for this as well if you want to like work it with the pattern from Ashley Lyles. Do it if you're a crochet person and you really just want to get into knit. Ashley Lyles is the person that can get you there step by step. I was so nervous to really invest in all the yarn to make a sweater because I've started so many sweaters, guys. You have no idea. I've started in frogs, sweaters, t-shirts, long sleeve shirts. Started them, frogged them, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy the yarn. I'm going to do this, and I did it. So bet on yourself, even if you do have started in frogs 1,000 times like I have. Bet on yourself with Ashley Lyles. I 100% recommend her. If you want to knit, she will teach you how, and you will make a beautiful garment. Like, I cannot believe I made that. Like, I made this sweater. My mind is still blown. Okay, moving on to the next thing. So the next thing that I have that I'm working on, I'm really not working on this one. I started it. My sister-in-law needed a scarf, hooded scarf, to go to New York because obviously they have real winter up there. And she needed something to keep her head warm and her neck warm. So she asked me to make her a hooded scarf, and I did. This is my version of it. So I started one for myself first. So this is like halfway done. The hood, I'm still missing the hood part of it, but this is the whole scarf. It's super long. And I ran out of this yarn. Well, I didn't run out. I still have this, but I knew it wasn't going to be enough to finish the whole project. So instead of being, and I couldn't find it in the store too. So instead of just not finishing or frogging it, I put this one to the side and I actually made hers. I will leave a clip or put a clip in somewhere right here of the finished hood. It's also on my TikTok. Super, super cute. So I do have some more projects in mind. I got more yarn for more clothing. This is the Lions brand Big Scoop ice cream, Big Scoop, whatever yarn, and I'm thinking about making a bolero like this one. I'm thinking about summer right now, guys. I'm obsessed with summer. Summer makes me happy and takes me out of my seasonal depression. So I'm thinking about summer heavy right now. So I'm thinking I might make a crochet bolero in the same style, the mesh bolero. I love it. It's perfect. It's breathable. Um, but in this yarn. This is a size 3. This is a size 4 cotton yarn. And this is an acrylic. So I need to work with a... Okay, so it's still saying a 5mm hook. So yeah, I can do this exact same pattern with this. The only thing with this bolero, I love it. Again, I did not take into account my bust. I take into account now. But the back, I feel it needs to be a little bit longer because most of my fabric is actually going to the front. So I think I'm going to make maybe just like an extra row in the back so it kind of drapes a little bit nicer because I feel like there's just either not enough under the sleeve or too much. I don't know, guys. I have to work on this. So I have that yarn for bolero, and then I have this yarn I found in Walmart. I think it's also 100% acrylic. I know it's 90% acrylic and 10% nylon. I need some ideas on what to make with this. I saw someone make a sweater out of it. I think a crochet sweater. And it was super cute, but I don't know if I want to make a sweater out of it. Could a bolero be cute in this? Leave your comments below. I want to know what you think. Because I'm thinking most of the body would probably be the lighter pink, and then it would be probably the darker color on the sleeves. I'm thinking about making the sleeves longer next time. I didn't quite make them that long, but I still love it. So we'll see. We'll see. I have some room. But that's what I've been working on lately with the clothing. Oh, and the color I used for... Oh, okay. Actually, I was completely wrong about the brand of yarn I'm using. For the yellow sweater and the gray cardigan, it is Lions brand Pound of Love yarn, and the color for the gray is Oxford Gray. But I don't know what the yellow color is again. It's the only yellow one I've ever seen with them. So yeah, it looks about the same color. Right? Is that about the same color? Actually, yeah. I didn't even realize these were basically the same color. This was a little bit, I don't know, paler slightly. This one's warmer, but they're basically the same color. But this is peaches and cream, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been working on so far, guys. I have not forgotten about my crochet plushies. I am also crocheting plushies. I do have a couple here that I have crocheted recently. I have this little cute panda. I bought this pack of like mini animals, and I was thinking about making some. This was just my first like mock up, so it doesn't look perfect to me, but I think it's really cute still. So I might sell it, haven't decided yet. But I also got into making axolotls. They are so popular. Um, just they're so popular around where I live, and I never had them because I hate all the patterns that I found for axolotls. But I finally found a good one, and I think this one's actually free. So, or maybe not. I think I got it from Etsy. This is such a cute little axolotl. Came out so cute. So I am going to be working on a ton of these. My husband actually came up with like a name for this line because they fit in your hand like perfectly. He was like, I think what did he call it? Handheld homies, something cute like that. So I'm thinking of making like a line of all plushies that fit this size into, or like, I don't know, maybe experiment myself with making some patterns because I know I need to do that. I have yet to draft my own pattern. I just do heavy modifications to every pattern right now, and I feel like that's a great way to learn how to draft your own patterns by just taking a pattern that you love already or taking bits and pieces from other things and putting it together. So, yeah, that's what I've been working on, but I think I want to make like a gecko in this same body. Obviously, I would lose the, I think these are gills, lose the gills, maybe make the arms and legs longer, like chains probably instead of the, what are these called? I can't think. Bobble stitches instead of bobble stitches. Maybe chain stitches. Something to make it cute and a different, obviously a different tail. But yeah, so I'm thinking about doing that. But these came out super duper cute. Love them. And I also made a lamb. I forgot to grab it, but I will put that somewhere right here when I'm editing so you guys can see it too. But this was just a little impromptu slice of my life because I know I've been gone for a long time and I'm sorry. Life just got super hectic, making a career change, going from working from home, which was not a good fit for me. Um, I loved the job, it was great, the company was great. I just got so lonely and depressed, only having a computer screen and my husband to talk to was not enough for me. I'm a very social person. So it just, I don't know, I got really depressed. So I didn't want to do anything. I had the time to film, while I was still working from home, but I was just so sad. I didn't want to. I didn't want to crochet. I didn't want to do anything because I was just so depressed. But when I left that job in August, my life sped up. Like, oh my gosh, having to reacclimate to going to a place to work every day. Like, I work at a school. I'm a teacher. I teach kindergarten, which I absolutely love. It's the most cute job ever. Like, it really is. I love it. And going from working at home, just sliding out of bed, to, now having to have a whole routine, lunches, meal prep, all of that. So it got to be a lot. So I didn't know how to film YouTube on a regular basis and, lesson plan, all that stuff that came with it. Because teaching is a lot. It is a lot. It is a labor of love. It is a beautiful job to have, but it is a lot. And I feel like a lot of people don't give teachers enough credit, but it's a lot of work. So now that I am going into the end of my first school year, I feel a lot better. I have, the planning side down pat. I can fit it in. I know how to plan for the week now, as opposed to in the beginning when I was really day to day. Now I plan for weeks, and I'm able to stick to my schedule. So that feels a little bit better. We're actually on Mardi Gras break right now, which is why I'm filming because it's a perfect time to film. So I'm gonna try to have this video out this week. But yeah, that has been my life so far. I did win Teacher of the Year, a new Teacher of the Year in January. So super love that. So I think the job is going really well, guys. But yeah, that has been everything. I have done a market. I think my last market was December 5th. I don't think I filmed, but it was a good market. I think I made $400 maybe in that last market. So it was a pretty good one. Um, this location that's near my house is really, they are really good with turnouts. It doesn't matter the organization. It's just that location, people come to it because it's right by the youth center, which makes a lot of sense actually. But yeah, people come out and they are spending big at this particular area, like really close to where I live. I think it's like maybe 5 minutes down the road from my house. And every market I've had there, I've made at least $400 at. So I would say like that's great for the area that I live in. Usually at the other market that I do that's in the park, that doesn't make hardly anything. I usually make like $100 if I'm lucky, and it's $20 to be there. And I think it may have been free at the community center one that I did. And then I think the first time I did it was $20. So I made like, I know for a fact that day I made 580 and it was $20 to be there. So that was great. And then in December, it was again, this time it was free and I still made probably about $500. So I don't know. Maybe that location is blessed. I need to keep going there. But I'm going to try to go to every last one of those shows that they have at that spot, particularly. But yes, that has been a little bit of my life lately. Hopefully, I get to be more consistent. I have a lot more knitting stuff coming up. I'm actually about to introduce myself to sewing, which I'm very excited for. I'm actually going to try that out this week because, again, I'm out of school. What's the best time to learn a new craft, a new skill? So, hopefully, in my next video, I might be wearing a piece that I've sewn. I practiced all yesterday on my sewing machine, just doing different stitches. And I found a pattern that I think is accessible to a beginner. So hopefully, fingers crossed, I will have a garment to show you guys very soon. But I think that is all for this video. Thank you guys for sticking around and welcome if you are new here. Welcome to my chaotic life. That is Adia Crochets. It's fun over here. It's a little sporadic sometimes, but I am working on my schedule. But again, thank you guys for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye. What it takes to fill this empty void inside. Something about you.